What if your dashboard has an avatar that lives inside it? Not just DAX or KPIs, but an assistant that answers questions, explains DAX measures, summarizes filters, and actually responds to your users. Your dashboard wouldn't just show data anymore. It would communicate, it would guide, it would feel alive. This changes the way we view dashboarding from traditional, static, corporate reporting style to something intelligent, interactive, and immersive. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I built this. Let's do it. All right, so here's our dashboard. Let's take a look at it. So on the right side, you see an assistant. She's not static. She has a state. And if I type a question, she will think and then she will talk. She says thank you, she responds. And then she smoothly, returns to her position. Every transition is controlled, every animation is intentional, nothing loops accidentally, nothing glitches, and it feels designed.
But you get the point. So the point is to move away from those boring dashboards, the corporate boring dashboards with the static measures that basically don't move, don't interact, don't answer questions. We have created a visual that has a personality, that understands everything about your dashboard. So basically, it's packed with two functionalities at the moment. So the first one is the filters functionalities. So if we have multiple filters on the dashboard or on the page, we'll be able to know exactly the filters that we're using. All you have to do is just to click on the visual and it will tell you the view that you're looking at, the filters, etc. And the reason why we build this is because sometimes we have dashboards with multiple filters, over 10 filters on the dashboard. They're hidden, or basically, probably you're using tooltips to hide your visuals and to make it like a drop down or something like that. And the user would probably get lost when you have something like this. They wouldn't know the filters that they've clicked. And in order for you to give them some kind of like answer, we've created this avatar that has a life, and then just they click on it and it will tell them the view and all the filters they've applied. It also can answer questions related to measures. So if I would like to understand, for example, the meaning of certain measures, explain to me, it would just do it, right? Because it understands, it knows the meaning of the measure. It basically has a definition packed in it. And there you go. So what we have in the visual here, we have our filters that we can add to it. You can add multiple filters, up to 10 filters, and we can always add more. And then for the measures, you can add your DAX definition here. Here, our DAX definitions. For example, I wanted to answer this one. Just gonna think about it, and it will basically give me a reply. And you can add basically 10 other definitions here. You can control the avatar if you're not happy with the girl. You can actually change to male. You can basically even look for different avatars. So we have only one avatar today because there is a limitation in what you can probably have and what you can basically have in Power BI. So Power BI is forcing builders to not exceed, I think, 30 kilobyte in every visual. So you have to be very, very careful when you're building your own visual. You have to make sure that it does not exceed that limit. And that's why we only have one avatar today. But if you manage to basically shrink the quality of the avatar and yet keep it high quality, high definition, then you can basically add multiple avatars to your visual. Okay. And then here you can control the scale, you can control the position, the opacity, the offset, and the X and Y. You can also control the motion. You can also control the message bubble. So if you don't like, for example, this one, you want it to be round, you can basically do that. We have pretty much here the shape. So yeah, you have the width, you have the height, pretty much everything, right? And you have the chat bar as well that can be controlled. The same means as well. You want to change the background color, the text, etc. You can do it. The placeholder, you can hear the DAC definition we just covered right now, and then you have the assistant. So if you, for example, want to change the name, you can do it here. You can change, the accessibility if you want to move less or whatever. And it's fun to use. It's very, very fun to use. It's very interactive. It has a personality. You know, he basically, can basically motivate people to use the dashboard for sure. So here I'm just saying thank you, and this is the animation that we have for thank you. You can always change those animations and put something that you prefer. But yeah. And you can build something really, really cool with this. So look, I just asked ChatGPT to basically build a dashboard based on the avatar that I have. I dropped my picture and I asked it, can you please build a dashboard that would match the style of this avatar and put it in a dashboard in a very aesthetically pleasing way? And it just did this. You can always like play around with your prompt and change it. But in my case, this is what I brought, and it just gave me this dashboard that looks like this, and I can build the dashboard in Power BI. You have the possibility to build all these visuals, and if you don't have, then you can always now create your own visuals in VS Code. But you get the point. The point is basically now we're pushing the boundaries of what Power BI can offer. We can use it as a placeholder to a lot of different things that it does not have at the moment, like this avatar, like all these visuals that are not available in Power BI. Probably you might find these visuals, but they're going to be in different style. But yeah, and then imagine having a dashboard that basically is packed with machine learning models, meaning future data, historical data, and also current data. And then an avatar that can answer questions. And you're just going to be asking that dashboard business questions and it will answer, right? Because it knows everything. It knows everything about your dashboard, your DAX measures, your filters. And it just makes it very, very fun to use. I think people are going to be very happy to use this dashboard. One of the problems that a lot of people have is the user matrix. We don't want to look at the user matrix because we're not happy with it. We build the dashboard, spend so much time, and then nobody's using it. And that's just not because the numbers are incorrect or the dashboard is not good. It's just because it's not fun to use. It's boring. It's very static. It's old school. So we have to move out from those traditional dashboards to something that's new, something that's, I would say, that has a life that can motivate people to just come and look at the dashboard and basically want to interact with it and then play with it every day.
So by now, you're probably wondering how to build this entire thing, how to build this visual, how to create something like this for yourself. You can basically use VS Code to do this, and you don't really have to understand the entire code. If you have Copilot plugged to your VS Code, you can write prompts and basically have the AI write the code for you. But you have to have some basic understanding because you are going to have some syntax errors, you're going to have some issues that you're going to have to fix. All right, so now let's probably talk about how to create, the animations from scratch. It's pretty simple. You don't really have to do anything crazy. So what you have to do is basically create an image on ChatGPT. So you just go and write a prompt. You can ask it to create, for example, an avatar for you. Just do 2D. It's probably better than 3D because Power BI has a limitation of, the size of the visual that you can create. So it's better to just use 2D, two-dimensional. Once you do that, you just drop that image into another tool. So you just go to Hugging Face, and instead of Hugging Face, you're going to have a lot of AI tools built there to basically animate the image. And then you just can write your prompt and you ask it to create an animation out of that image. You can choose what animations you want. And once you have those GIFs, you just put them inside of a folder, and then you open that folder using VS Code. And then from there, you're going to start building new visuals.
Well, if you've watched the entire video and arrived to this point, I would like to thank you so much. It was a great video. It was very challenging for me to make it. An avatar that actually can help people understand their dashboards is a great idea, and not something that you're going to find in other places. So I would like you to please share this video with everybody that you know that loves Power BI. Subscribe and also share your knowledge with me in the section, in the comment section. It will be very helpful for everybody who loves this kind of content. So yeah, just make sure you share the video, subscribe, and let's just support the channel. And let me know if you think that I've missed anything or if you want me to do any other videos or any other content, not only in Power BI, but in the data space, in the AI space, in the automation, and in the technology space in general. So thank you so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.